So I've donned the really fashionable raincoat with the hood. The weather really has turned south. Looks like my little channel system worked, guys. Alrighty, howdy folks, how you going? Rob here. Welcome back to another episode. And a very wet and windy episode this one. I've just stopped into Bunnings here to grab some fire lighters because I tell you, it is wet. It is very, very wet on this trip. We're heading out to Foxbar Falls, guys. People saying lots of good things about it. However, they have had probably maybe a meter's worth of rain in the last probably 3 or 4 weeks. I spoke to the guys on their Facebook page earlier and they do say it's still all good and good to go, and apparently it looks absolutely amazing. We'll get out there and see how we go. When you see the big red apple on the highway, chuck a right if you're coming from Brizzy, and you're about 20 minutes away. Alright, let's get there. It's still not raining. Woo! Now guys, Google Maps will tell you to turn down Harslett's Road. Ignore her and follow the signs to Foxbar Falls. Well folks, welcome to Lakeside Sunny 5. I think the name of this campground is number 5 along the lake here at Foxbar Falls. Been wanting to come here a very, very long time now. This setup was done extremely quick. That was probably the quickest setup I've ever done of my setup. Basically because of this. Look at that. Hey Marge, the rains are here. So super quick setup to get this up, and the amount of time I've got before it starts hammering down with rain. Now, in the distance, you may or may not be able to see because it's so cloudy. I don't know if the camera will see it. You've got a great big granite rock up there, and it does have a name. I'll tell you when I get there, but we're going to go and try and check that out this afternoon, do a massive run around the grounds here, let you guys know what's here. And hey, check it out. You actually get a kayak for free with your booking here on the dam, which is pretty cool. There's a whole stack of kayaks back around where you check in. Just grab one and away you go. All part of the deal. Each site comes with a fire pit. I don't know how much luck I'm going to have with that tonight, but we'll give it a go. And a little bit of rock formations and stuff, the granite belt around here. So they've grabbed some granite and put little tables and chairs, little mock-ups and stuff that you can sit on and use, which is pretty cool. Really looking forward to staying here. I've wanted to stay here for about 12 months now. I've been following these guys on their Facebook page for a long time. I don't have any affiliation with them at all or anything like that. I've just seen them grow and grow and grow over the last 12 months on social media, and hey, with a lookout like this, why wouldn't you want to be here? Even on a cloudy day, you're right up against the water here. You can see how close I am to the water there. They're predicting storms, they're predicting rain for basically from about 6, 7 o'clock tonight through to Thursday, Friday. So it's Monday now, and I'm supposed to leave here on Wednesday morning. So this may be the only chance I get without rain. There's a few drops fall on my head. I think we should make our way over to the big granite rock mountain over there and check it out before we get washed out. As we make our way over to the boulder, guys, let's take a quick look around this fantastic campground. When you come in to check in at the little reception here, you can get firewood, you can get drinks, you can get chips, you can, hey, maybe even get some little sneaky wine here while you're here before you head off to your campsite. Don't tell them I told you that, but tell them I told you that. And the guys will lead you on your way to your campsite. Just a cool little feature. If you need to get hold of the site manager and he's not in the office, they've left a little radio here. Call him up, you can get in touch. Good stuff. Just to the left of reception is this fantastic vegetable garden. You are free to come and pick whatever is ripe and ready to go. Fantastic for the kids to come and have a bit of a play and a bit of an experience, and watch out for the bees. They are around, and it's great to see nature at work. However, I think this strawberry has my name all over it. Not 100% right, but good enough for me. And trust me, she was beautiful. So good. Scattered all around Foxbar Falls are drop toilets and showers. Let's go check out the showers. We all know what a drop toilet looks like. These are just a couple of the showers around Foxbar Falls. Gas hot water. Let's have a look. It's quite good actually. Nice and clean. As I said guys, plenty of toilets around the place. These are the ones up near the main reception. And there's also a laundry here. Let's check it out. Free laundry folks. Machine and a dryer and stuff. Very cool. A little DVD collection as well. Cool if you've got a caravan or something like that. And you need to keep the kids entertained with something new. Maybe borrow one of the DVDs. A little write-up of the area and the history of Foxbar Falls. Well worth a good little read. I quite like it when these bush camps put on these little entertainment areas. So on weekends and busy periods, they'll have some music and cook-ups and things here that you can check out. A little TV as well, so if you're here during Origin or something, you could probably watch that. And this looks interesting. The old pig on the spit setup. Love it. Not happening today because there's not many of us here at the moment, which is fair enough. But I would love to come back when it's busy and get stuck into that. For those of you who do bring your caravans and use your toilets, or you're bringing your portable toilet with your camp setup, there is a dump point. Very cool. With the whole farm measuring about 200 acres, you have no worries about getting lost. The signage around here is fantastic. Just stay on the paths and the tracks and you'll be totally fine. Remember to keep a lookout for tractors because they share the paths as well. Into the forest we go. Sowing pigs. Now for those of you who might find this daunting when going on a track into the bush, don't stress. The guys here, they've put little arrows to keep you directed on where to go. They've even got them on the ground. There's a lot of history in the land out here folks, including this chimney. One of the original chimneys in the area from a returned soldier from World War II. To learn more, you're just going to have to come out and check it out yourself. I can't give everything away. After a short 5-minute stroll through the bush, you are met with this. The climb. At 50 metres high, it might not sound too difficult to reach the top, but trust me, it's a good challenge, but the reward at the top makes it all worthwhile. The granite rock forms these amazing rock pools as well at the summit. Very cool to check out. Kind of want to go for a swim. Now I hope you can hear me over the wind, but if you decide to come up here and get this view, make sure it's not raining, make sure the rock's not wet, and make sure you bring grippy shoes because this video isn't doing it justice, but my goodness, it is almost straight down. A short drive from Sowing Pigs and you will arrive at Legacy Dam. This is a gorgeous section of the dam and probably where I'll set up camp next time. Plenty of open space on this side, plenty of space for larger rigs or larger families. Now, after all the recent rain they've had here at Foxbar Falls, the main road that crosses the dams has actually broken, as you can see, and flowing very nicely. So it's time for me to get back to camp and get ready for the rain that's expected to come tonight. Well folks, I don't even know if you can see me. That's day one, done. Hasn't rained yet, thank goodness. A few sprinkles earlier when I was setting up, but you're not going to see it in the footage here, but there is a massive storm coming over, and make use of the fire while I've got it. And really easy dinner tonight, guys. Not trying to be fancy, not trying to do anything out of the ordinary. A couple of chicken burgers. The kookaburras are having a good laugh in the background. You can probably hear them. A couple of chicken schnitt, doobie whackers. Nothing fancy, folks. And the good old Woolies potato salad. That's all I'm doing tonight because I need to get them cooked and eaten pretty much before this blows in. So under the lights of the kick-ass the kick-ass light kit, and I turned them white just so you guys can hopefully see something. It's going to be a long night ahead, I think. Kind of reminds me of Leslie Dam. If you haven't seen the Leslie Dam clip, check that out. I reckon I'm in for a bit of the same. I've dug a little trench out the back of the setup here because the water sort of runs down a little bit. So we'll see if that holds. I'll try and take a photo of it. It's just gone dark, so I probably won't be able to see it. But we'll see if that works. A little channel system I'm trying to create. It's a bit hard to see in the dark, but you can sort of make out the trench I've dug on a slight decline here. So we'll see how this goes. Wish us luck. Hey mate, get your own swag. I would suggest to not get bitten by one of these, a queen bull ant. You'll be in a world of pain. The morning after the night before, and goodness me, what a night it was. You're probably thinking, where's all my stuff? Well, the bits that didn't fly away through the night, I've now packed up since I've woken up this morning. As you can see, she's a bit windy. And last night she was hitting 45, 50 kilometres an hour. And the gazebo held up fine, no dramas at all. However, things like this table and everything on it sort of started to make their way that way. And let's just say I got about half an hour's sleep last night, I reckon. But the wind, guys, just absolutely hammered me. Right on the waterfront, obviously, so I just got absolutely hammered. Everything held up, there's no leaks, there's no water in the hub, anything like that. There was a bit of rain early this morning at about 2 a.m. If you're having problems with your gazebo, check out my gazebo video and you might get some tips on how to stop the water coming in or pooling or whatever. I'll leave a link in the description. I'm going to go up to the actual falls itself before I head off. Finish packing this down, head up there and check it out. I haven't seen that bit yet. I've gone up to the big rock mountain and everything else. And unfortunately, my 2-night stay will now just be the one. I'm not wussing out because of the wind or the rain or whatever. I did see on the news this morning a few rivers upstream, large rivers that feed a lot of Queensland's channel country and stuff have broken. So there's only one way that water goes, and that's this way. So I don't really want to be here during the flood. If it floods, hopefully it doesn't, but if it does rise, it rises quickly, guys, and you get caught out very, very fast. Anyway, I'm going to finish packing this down. We'll go up the falls. So I've donned the really fashionable raincoat with the hood and go down and have a look at Foxbar Falls before we get out of here. As you can tell, it's the weather really has turned south. La Nina apparently is officially kicked off today or yesterday or something. So yeah, probably best to hightail it home at the moment. Try and beat all this flooding that seems to be happening further north. So anyway, let's see what the falls are. These are the falls from the top. Not a raging torrent, of course, but still pretty cool. We'll go have a look from down the bottom. Looks like we might need to lock the hubs to get through here on the walking boots. 4-wheel drive mode engaged. Well, sorry guys, but checking out the falls is going to have to wait till a sunnier day because the track's actually quite bad and unpassable, which is a bit of a shame, but that's all right, you know. That's what happens when it rains. Unfortunately, we can't go down the bottom. I just can't get through there. So it's all washed out. Like I said, they've had so much rain here recently, guys, and they're getting so much more on the way over the next 3-4 days. So hence my reason for bailing early on the trip. As you can see, guys, very wet. A bit too wet. Little did I know that this was just a sign of things to come for the drive home. Immediately after leaving, I rescued this little turtle off the road. Chances are you'll see him too. The rain, well, it had decided that it was going to set in. There was no escaping it. So I thought to myself, hey, let's check out Queen Mary Falls. It'll look magnificent right now with all this rain. Which meant having to negotiate my way through this lot. Hey, Drongo, get out of the way. You're on the road, mate. Over there, that's it. Thanks, mate, see ya. Seeing the water like this could only mean one thing. Queen Mary Falls was going to look incredible. How amazing is this? I have never seen Queen Mary Falls looking like this. So much water rushing down so quickly, down under the bridge, spraying up all this mist. Absolutely fantastic. Now I tried my darndest to get down to the bottom of the waterfall, but the path had other ideas. Completely washed out. It was making waterfalls around the main waterfall. Absolutely unreal. As I tried to leave, I was confronted with this. Running fast, but not very deep. Let's give it a go. After easily making it through that little one, I thought I was home free, until I got to this one. The road was completely washed away underneath it, rocks everywhere as you can see by the water splashing up, so there was no going through here. Turn it around. And with this other road already closed, I had no option but to backtrack, back through my old friends again. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Coming through. sorry to interrupt. Sorry. It's okay. I'll be gone in a second. It's okay, mate. Don't get angry. Okay. See yous. Bye. And as I approached Killarney, I could tell things were starting to get pretty serious. So serious, in fact, that I was one of the last cars to make it across this crossing before they closed the road into Warwick. If I was just 10 minutes later, I would not have made it through this crossing. It was a close call, that's for sure. Wow, guys, just wow. As you can see, I'm now home. That I've showered, I've changed, that was just absolutely unreal. Here at home now, gear's all drying out. As you can see, this is the part of camping they don't tell you about. When it rains, you have to dry all your gear out. This will probably take a day or two to dry, maybe 3. That was absolutely torrential. But I had to leave, guys. I had to come home. That was getting silly. There was flood warnings. Roads were getting cut by the hour. It was just, look, there was no other option. I had to come home. It was at the point where towns were looking to get evacuated. There was notices out for residents to be ready to leave. It was wild, guys, absolutely wild. As you saw in the footage, that was just unreal. But in saying all that, Foxbar Falls, oh my goodness, that is an absolutely incredible spot. And I can't wait to go back. I really can't. The facilities there are just fantastic. They've got laundries, they've got a veggie garden, for goodness sake. I mean, I was not expecting that. That was so cool. You can even get firewood there. Look, they've got kayaks. You can just go in and pull up at your campsite, set your camp up and then go for a paddle on the lake. I mean, obviously I didn't do that because the weather was just horrendous, but when I go back, we'll be doing some kayaking, guys. I've been looking to do some kayaking for a while now, and I can't wait to go back on a nice sunny couple of days, really check it out. I'll be bringing you guys with me, so don't worry about that. I'd highly recommend it, guys. If you're thinking about going out to Foxbar Falls, just go. It's just unreal. I can't even put the words together. So, whilst this all dries out, I've even got the pegs down here drying out. I've splayed them apart so they don't all rust up and stuff. The big moment, of course, the Akubra rating. Now, what am I going to give it? I'm going to give it 3.5. It deserves a lot more, and you know what? It will get a lot more than 3.5 when I go back on a couple of sunny days. 3.5 just because of the weather. That's not Foxbar Falls' fault. It's going to be an easy 4.5 when I go back, maybe even a 5, who knows. We'll see you on the next one. Remember to like and subscribe, and check out the Instagram too. The Instagram's starting to come along as well, so I appreciate everyone following along there, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.